Right, hi everyone. Okay, let's see what's going on. So there's a summer sale going on right now with Beachbody. If you guys didn't see that, it's just a couple of the older programs and things that are on sale. You can tell people about it. Totally up to you how you want to do that. Things will be on sale for a little while, I think a couple days. No like additional challenge pack sales or anything. Obviously 21 Day Fix is on sale, 21 Day Fix Extreme, 21 Day Fix Kickstart, and 21 Day Fix Extreme Kickstart. Those are on sale this month. Anything else? I think that's really it. There's not a whole lot of stuff going on. If you're local, the top, I have to look back. You don't even have to be local. The top 100 coaches, something, I have to look at Julie's post. Anyway, the top so many Success Club earners from the team are going to be given a free ticket to get on the SS Synergy. It's the catamaran here in Buffalo. We go out onto the lake on the boat all together. So really, most people who hit Success Club this month will probably be given an invitation. So just be thinking about that. Summit's coming up next month. I'm excited. And that's really all the news that I have. Does anybody else have news type things that you'd like to share? Nothing? Okay, so tonight I want to talk about driving your business forward and how you're going to set yourself apart from the other 500,000 coaches, or however many coaches, 400-something thousand coaches that there are. Because I know a big concern for a lot of people is oversaturation. Well, I'm here to tell you that most coaches are not doing what they need to do to make sure that they're successful. And this is the kicker. In order to be a successful top earning coach, the thing that's going to set you apart from everyone else is results. Your results and results of the people that you're helping. Because we know that when you stick to these programs, you get results. It's just how it works because they're designed that way. They're scientifically tested. They have to run through so many, I can't think of the word, tests and things like that to make sure that this is what people need. And it's the age-old thing. It's diet, it's exercise, it's support. That's why these work. But in order to be successful, the thing that's going to set you apart from everybody else is your results and the results of people that you're helping. So if you look at coaches like Melanie Mitro, who's been the top coach for 2 years now, or Lindsay Matway, or Bonnie Engel, or whoever, they all have results. And I'm not talking, they don't have to be like, I lost 100 pounds on Beachbody programs. Look at me, I'm on an infomercial. Like, those things are great, but people don't care if you have a six-pack. People just want to see that what you're offering them actually works. And you all know that it works if you do the work. Just since I started Max 30 3 weeks ago, I don't know how many of you saw my result pictures for 3 weeks. Because I'm following my meal plan, I'm following my exercise program. Do you know how many people now are like, oh my gosh, I'm having like 10 conversations now from one post because people want to see results. So you need to share results. And your results don't have to be a super physical result either. They can be emotional results, or maybe you're feeling better, or you like non-scale victories. It can be things like that, but you need to be sharing them or people aren't going to know. And I'm going to say this again, and I will say it for the rest of eternity. When you post a post, you need to have something that's going to catch people's attention. I'm sorry, this is just the way that life is. People are not going to stop and read a 5-paragraph long post unless there's something that draws them in to begin with. They will read it if you catch their attention, but they need to have something that makes them stop, something scroll stopping, that when they're going through your Facebook, they're scrolling through their news feed, they're like, whoa, that caught my attention. Things that almost always catch my attention are people's faces. When I see my friends' faces, I want to stop and I want to look at their picture instead of just continuing to scroll. That's why I say it's so important for you to post your face. Like, it doesn't matter what your face looks like at the moment. Post it. People love to see that. It's called Facebook for a reason. Like, how many of you scroll through Facebook and you like to see your friends' pictures? You like to see when their faces are on Facebook. That's what makes me stop. Like, oh, there's a picture of a dog. Like, I love dogs. That's great. Oh, there's an inspirational quote, la, la, whatever. But when I see somebody's face, I want to stop and I want to like the picture. I want to see what's going on. What are they doing? What's in their surroundings? So just think about that. Make sure you have something scroll stopping. A selfie is almost always scroll stopping. If you look at Bonnie Engel, you guys know, maybe you don't, but I'm kind of obsessed with her. I think that she's great. She is a super positive, great role model for a lot of people. And she is like the selfie queen. Like, this girl, her face, if you just scroll her thing, I don't think she'd post a post without her face. And she went from like a nothing coach to a 15-star top 10 coach in less than a year, like in a few months, because she was putting herself out there. She was constantly sharing her story, posting her face, talking about her results, sharing her team. Like, she was out there. That's how you help people, because I know I was super skeptical. I don't know about you guys, but I was super skeptical of all this. I thought this was just another quick fix, money making, whatever thing. A lot of people think that because you see Beachbody and it sounds like, oh, Hydroxycut, bikini, whatever. It sounds like that. But we know that that's not what this is about. It's more about the community and the support and the things. And so you need to be sharing your results. If you really, really want to be successful in this business, share your results. And guys, I talk about the same things all the time. I might word them differently, but I've been preaching the same story for 2 years now. And people don't get tired of it. And you reach different people every time you post. So don't feel like you have nothing to say. You can re-say the things you already said. I use like the exact same post. You know that on this day thing on Facebook? If there was a great post that I posted a year ago, you better believe I'm going to copy and paste that and change a couple words and post it again. Who remembers that I posted that? And if I need to read it again and see it again, then so does somebody else. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with watching somebody's video or reading somebody's post and getting inspiration from that. So don't be afraid to go scope out coaches on our team or top coaches in the company or a coach that you relate to, or even just a fitness person or a motivational person or a happy person that you really like, and get inspiration from them and think about a post that way. So results, talk about them, post them, share them. And stop caring what people think, because I promise you, there are so many people out there who are watching you because you've decided to live your journey out loud. And you did this because you want to help people, and that's how you're going to help people. You're going to help people by sharing. So there's that. So now I want to talk to you guys about the 21-day fix and how you can really use that to push your business forward this month. Who on here has done the 21-day fix, has the 21-day fix, whatever. Okay, so the reason that the 21-day fix is such a popular program is because it has everything that somebody needs to start their journey. I almost always recommend that that's where people start. And this is why. It's short. A lot of people are scared and very intimidated by a 60 or a 90-day program. What the 21-day fix offers is an end goal that people can actually see. Now, I never go in and say, like, do this 21-day fix and then you're done. I make sure people know that a lot of people do multiple rounds of the 21-day fix, or they choose a new program after that. But it is the perfect kickstart because it breaks down clean eating, it breaks down portion control, it breaks down tracking your food, it gives exercises that are a huge variety. Like it's a different exercise type each day, and there's a super modification for that program. So anybody at any fitness level can do it. It's great for people who have an event coming up that really want to drop a couple pounds or feel their best with an event coming up. It's a great program for people who are interested in clean eating and really wanting to feel better because it breaks down. It's the easiest way I've ever seen clean eating broken down. And it's just great. It's great. The containers are great. Everything's great because that's where people need to start. They need to start with the tracking and breaking things down simply and starting with a workout that's attainable and going from there. So this month is huge. Use this month to your advantage. The 21-day fix is an amazing program, and the deal that people get for $140 is insane. Insane. So even if we just break it down to 21 days, okay, let's just break it down to 21 days for the 21-day fix. If that's all they're ever going to use it for. So let's say it's 140. It's like $650 a day for this program. For Shakeology, for workouts, for coaching, for support, for all their little cool containers, for a meal plan, $650 a day. Guys, that's like nothing. You can go to McDonald's and spend more than $650 a day. Now, obviously, it doesn't include their food, but I don't know if you guys have seen my post, but I've done a whole week or how much, 2 weeks maybe, of grocery shopping for $100. People can do it. It's doable. It may take a little planning, but that's what people need to learn to do anyway. But for that program, for you, for everything, is $650 a day. Pretty cheap. Just saying, it cost me to go to one class at Biker Bar was $13 for one class. Gym memberships, like if you just think about that. You need to see the value in these programs if you're going to try to get other people to see the value in them. You need to realize what an incredible value we are getting for this. And let's talk Shakeology, because who gets Shakeology? What's the word I'm looking for? Objections. Who gets Shakeology objections? Everybody? Everyone? I used to get Shakeology objections all the time because I wasn't sharing the value of it enough. I believed in it, like clearly I've been drinking it every day for 2 years, but I didn't believe in it enough. I didn't realize how incredible it really is. Now I tell people, if you want the best results, your nutrition needs to come first, and this is how you're going to do it. Because when people are coming to you, you need to remember this. You need to have this mindset. When people are coming to you, they're asking you for advice because they view you as the expert. And guess what? You are, because you are on this journey. They're coming to you for your advice, and you need to push everything else aside and realize, is that the advice that you would give to people? If you weren't a coach, would you recommend people drink Shakeology? Is it that important to you? People are coming to you for your advice. You need to give that to them. You need to say, this is, like if somebody has an objection, well, this is why I recommend it that way. This is why I recommend doing a challenge pack. Normally, I'll say something like, your nutrition and, I don't know exactly how I word it. Something like, your nutrition plays a huge part in your weight loss journey, and it needs to come first. And the nutrition that you get from Shakeology is incomparable. It's something that you're getting in one shake that is hard for you to get in other places. Plus, in the challenge pack, it's an incredible value. Programs alone are $60 to $80. So what, you're getting Shakeology for another $60 or $70 when normally it's $130? And don't be afraid to tell people that things are refundable. There's nothing wrong with that. Carl says it all the time. That's like his huge selling point. Everything is 100% refundable. If you try it for 30 days and if you hate it and you don't get the results you want, send it back. You get all your money back. So don't be afraid to share that with people. It's not something that we need to hide from people. It shows them how much we believe in it. What I normally say is, if I start to feel like somebody's having a little bit of an issue, I'll say, like, everything is completely refundable. You can send it back if you don't get the results that you want. But if you're committed, I'm with you on this 100% of the way. So we'll make sure you get the results that you want. Be confident in what you have to offer, because this stuff is awesome. So take advantage of this month of it being on sale. Don't like go and be like, oh, 21 Day Fix is on sale. This is all the stuff you get. You should do it with me. Share your story. It's okay to say that it's on sale. Like, don't be afraid to say that it's on sale, but share your story, share value with it. Don't just say, like, come do the 21 Day Fix with me. It's great. Like, share what it's done for you. Share what these programs have done for you. Share what being a coach has done for you and why you want people to invest with you, because people need to have reason to trust you. Show your results. I share my results from a year ago. They're still my results. They still happened. I'm going to share the crap out of those things. Like, I earned that. So don't feel like, well, I don't have new results. Share your old results. Share your first results. Like, I still talk about PiYo. PiYo helped me lose my first 30. I still talk about that. That was 2 years, well, not 2 years ago, but almost 2 years ago. Your results are your results forever. So yeah, that's just all I had to say today. I'm excited. I'm excited for what's going to happen this month. I want you guys to be excited too, because if you're not excited and you don't believe in what you're doing, it's not going to work. And when you are, listen, when you are doing a program and you are fully invested in what you're doing and you are seeing results from these programs, you cannot help but be excited and share and be infectious. You can't help it, because your life is changing. Like, all I want to talk about to people is Max 30 and how good I feel in the food that I'm eating. Like, my food still tastes really good, by the way. But I just want people to know that. Like, I that's all I want to talk about, because I'm so excited about it. I'm seeing results. I feel stronger. I feel better. I feel like I'm in control again, and it feels good. And I want other people to feel that way. Everybody deserves to feel that way. You need to share that. Share the crap out of your story, like, all the time, just everywhere. Talk about it, because one, you deserve that. You worked hard. You deserve for people to know how hard you're working. And two, somebody somewhere needs to hear it. Every single time I share a piece of my story, somebody says, thank you, I needed that. Surprise. Your story's going to touch somebody. That's why you have it. All right. I'm done blabbing at you. What's on your minds? Everybody looks. What are you concerned about? I can feel it through the computer.
I have a lot to talk about, but maybe we should talk on another call or something.
Yeah, we can whenever you want.
I don't want to take up all the time talking about my issue.
Whenever you want. I'm around. You just tell me when and we'll make it happen.
Okay.
Yes, Carol, yes. Shay knows what she's talking about when it comes to Shakeology, and she knows how to talk about it. Like, her stuff gets me fired up every time I look at it. Because that stuff is gold, people. It really is. Okay, so the day that it really clicked for me was this. So I know Shakeology has a bunch of great stuff in it. It's great. Like, I know that. I know how it's made me feel. What I didn't realize is that those ingredients, so there's a difference, so there's two ways that you can make something powdered. There's drying it out, like dehydrating it, and it becomes dry. And what happens when you heat things to dry them out is they lose a ton of nutritional value. Or you can freeze dry them, which is quick, and it keeps all of the nutrients in. So if you look at almost all shakes or powders or dried bars or whatever, almost all of them are dehydrated because it's cheaper to do it that way. Shakeology is freeze-dried. So all of the nutrients from those superfoods that they go to collect are still in there. That's why they say don't heat Shakeology, like don't bake things with it, because it loses all that nutritional value that they spent so much time creating. So that's why Shakeology is different, because it's freeze-dried, and that's honestly part of the reason it's more expensive, because it's more expensive to freeze-dry something than to dehydrate it, and all of those nutrients are still there. So that's the big difference between Shakeology, and it's all in the science. And I was like, whoa, everything clicked for me then when I realized.
So are you saying that the whole Shakeology cake in a mug is a bad idea?
It's better than a regular cake, but you are losing a lot of nutritional value when you heat Shakeology.
It also depends on how the wattage of your microwave and how hot it gets. Mm-hmm. Because raw foods are considered under 110 or 120, I think. Most microwaves won't get your food that hot in 1 minute. So there's that factor too, but that's, again, it's touch and go. You are still losing nutrients because it is heated. Somebody tried to tell me that freezing it is bad too. And I said, yeah, it's not as optimal as having it right away. But Shakeology has popsicle recipes, and they tell you to freeze it. So I'm not gonna argue with the creators of it. And then you're also supposed to have it within 30 minutes, which is important for probiotics and prebiotics and the proteins. And that's pretty much with all protein shakes. But let's be honest, everybody that's ever had a protein shake has had it at some point beyond 30 minutes. Usually mine, I can't get it in until 45 minutes after, at least 45 minutes to an hour after I make it. There's no way for me to do it unless I make it on site, which most of the time is impossible.
Well, and you're still getting some nutrients from it then. Like it's just not, and it's
I'm getting like 95% of 100, you know.
It's just not in its optimal
form.
Right. Also, also that's why it has an expiration date, because it's still considered a raw food. That's why it expires. So that's just my little tidbit on Shakeology. And if somebody tells you they don't like the way it tastes, you need to tell them they need to try another way. It took me a long time to figure out, like, to find I can't talk tonight.
Your jam.
Yeah, like to find my groove with it, you know, to find the way that I really love it. And it changes. Like I was on a tropical strawberry kick for a while. So it just, you know, it changes. So.
Oh, tropical strawberry and I are not friends.
I love it.
And sometimes to me it tastes weird now after 2 years of drinking it. I've been drinking it, like a month and a half less than Tori. And to me, sometimes it tastes weird, or it's more like crystally, or I can taste the stevia in it more. And I make it almost the same way every single day. So it really just depends on how you're making it. And that goes to show you that every batch is different. It has to be. If you don't know, the vegan versions are not fortified with vitamins, whereas the regular ones are. That's why you see nutrition facts more in depth on the back of the regular packages, just so you guys know. And heads up, they are always looking for new flavors. So if you get people that are complaining about that they want to mix it up, or they just don't know, or they don't like chocolate and the vanilla is too whatever, if they're vegan and there's only those two options, Andy gets a freaking survey like every 2 weeks about what the next flavors are going to be. I'm like, why don't I get surveys? He gets them at least once a month. He gets a survey about it. So you're probably going to hear Summit, they're probably going to release another flavor. It's only released the last one. And it's most likely going to be.
want them to release vanilla vegan. That's all I want with my life.
I want cafe latte vegan.
I just
It's
prefer
probably
to
going to be a mixed berry, by the way.
Oh,
That is my guess. That's my 100%. I would bet money on it. If you guys bet me, I'd bet you money that it's, because that one, all those flavors show up in the vegan polls, but mixed berry is the only one, and mixed berry flavor is very easy to make vegan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you look at anything on the market, like if you go to just vegan section, you're going to see some vanillas, some chocolates, and then mixed berries, the other thing, some kind of berry.
Yeah.
Because I really want the cafe latte, but I'm afraid because the normal chocolate and the normal strawberry upset my stomach because of the dairy.
Then don't get it.
But I really want it because everyone says it's amazing.
I want a pony, but I can't get it, so.
I was going to get this Uber pack, and then I'm like, then I'll like it, and then I'll be upset.
I just want to let you guys know that I hate the 21 Day Fix. If you didn't know, I hate it. And I still suggest it to people because I know that it works. I've only completed it once in the 21 days, one time. I've tried it like 6 times. But I still suggest it to people because I know it sounds science, and I know that way more people love it than people that dislike it. And
Well, I just think it's a great place to start.
Yeah,
It
for sure.
creates habits. And don't tell me you can't do something for 3 weeks. I don't want to hear it. You can do something for 3 weeks.
Yeah, there's the modifier.
And then guess what? It's going to become an addiction. So haha.
And I mean, I have to modify the modifier. So it's not impossible. I know that some people say, I can't do PIO because I'm too big and my stomach touches the ground. And I'm like, people larger than you have done it. You just gotta get over it and you gotta do it, or find something that you do love. Just because you don't like, I don't love the 21 Day Fix, so I don't do it multiple times in a row because I don't like it. It's not my soulmate workout program. I post, what's up?
My 2-minute hardcore is my soulmate.
There you go.
But I'm going back to PIO because I need to become more flexible.
And well, the thing with that is if you're doing any program that came out after the 21 Day Fix did 3 years ago now, you do the nutrition program.
Except
And you
Kyle, because I really think Shalene and Autumn have a thing.
Okay, Taylor Swift, Katy Perry. But the PIO program, the meal plan is almost identical. It doesn't,
She has even said on her podcast, she gets snippy about stuff like that on her podcast. It's funny. Have you ever heard her?
But if you think about it, P90 was the same way. P90 was the only other one that didn't use the containers.
Mm-hmm.
And or the container equivalent or color coding or whatever. But if you really think about it,
That's because, and doesn't that show you something? All this is
it showing you that it's applicable to
clean
anything.
eating in the right amounts.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is anybody, like I tell people that I do the 21 Day Fix nutrition plan, but it works with my other workouts, which lets them know that what Tori's saying is this is an amazing starting point, and it can fit anybody, and you can transition to something else. Cause it is so hard. I did the 21 Day Fix, and then I did the 3-day refresh, and then I did the 21 Day Fix, and then I transitioned to counting macros on Beast. And it was ridiculous. And while I loved eating so much food, I hated tracking calories. It was stupid. I never liked tracking calories. It was dumb. There's a reason why I stopped doing it.
I need to figure out how to start doing Shakeology again. I'm struggling.
Why?
I was just talking about this with one of my girls. Just do it.
I'm trying.
No. Nope.
Here's my problem.
Nope. Listen. The nutrition that you are getting from Shakeology should, even if it tastes like doo-doo, you should get it in every single day. You need to realize what good nutrition that is.
I understand that. But after my experience on the boat,
Nope.
with my Shakeology issue, I'm having that. It's kind of like, when you get sick off something that you never want to try it again. That's
Okay,
what I'm feeling right
I
now.
understand that. Were you drinking it in the morning?
Yes.
So drink it at night.
But I'm still after the taste of it, I'm done. I can't do it. I make it, I try sipping it, and then I'm like, Oh, you remember that time where you got seasick off of it?
Have you tried, do you drink it through a straw or just guzzle it?
Guzzle.
You need to try different flavors. You need to try different recipes, and then you need to definitely switch up the time that you're having it. So that way you're not going to be at risk for feeling the same way. I mean, it's the same thing. Like, I understand you get sick off it, and that's whether it's you got sick off that particular food, you got food poison from a certain kind of food, you just don't want to eat it again because you're like, oh dude, I almost died and I don't want to have that feeling again. But like Tori says, this is a non-negotiable. I mean, you know, I mean, we might not get our workouts in, we might not get our PD in for the day, but I mean, this is the easiest thing. It's the easiest of all three to do.
I'm trying. I promise that by the time I'm done Chicago, I will be back on it. But right now, it's just I make it and I get like a quarter of the way in, and I'm like, I can't do this.
So split it up. When you get home, okay, number one, make foods with it. Switch it up that way. Make foods with it.
Okay.
You can, I mean, there's the mug cake, there's the peanut butter cups, you can make freaking pudding if it's a texture thing. Dude, the pudding's so easy. Somebody was like, mix all this stuff into it. I was like, water, splash of almond milk, stir, eat 8 million extra scoops and run out early that month because it's so delicious. You can, what was something else I did? Oh, somebody did you can freeze bark. You mix it with water, mix it with almond milk or coconut oil, and then put it on a plate with wax paper on a plate and freeze it, and it's chocolate.
Oh.
Or whatever flavor you're having.
Chocolate.
I've made the pie for holidays because it's so big.
Did the taste good?
Yes, it tasted good. Come on, it's pie. You can, but if you're having trouble getting through a quarter of it, only make a half scoop at a time and have it after you get off of work, and then have one as a dessert later at night.
Okay.
Split it up. Start doing half a scoop a day till you can get up to a full scoop, and do it at night so you don't risk getting seasick and having that same thing.
It's now right before dinner.
There you go.
Drink it.
Well, then do half before dinner and half after. Okay.
Stupid vote.
All right, so we have about 6 minutes. Anybody else have anything?
I'm just trying to plant as many seeds as possible, and I'm just having issues with people flaking out.
Me too.
Find the people.
Yeah.
Stay consistent. Keep on keeping on. Share your excitement, guys. I know that it gets hard when people tell you no or people aren't ready because you want this for them so bad. I know that. The thing that I struggle with a lot is when I'm talking to somebody that I know is in a bad situation or is really in a terrible issue with self-confidence or is really struggling with some health issues, and I know that I can help them and they just don't see it yet. It breaks my heart. But I know that if I keep consistent and I keep supporting them, don't give up on people just because they tell you they don't want a program. Keep supporting them, keep checking in. They're going to see the value in what you have to offer, and their life is going to change. Sometimes people aren't ready and you can't make them ready. But you just have to keep going. Because when they see what a change it's made in your life, they can't help but want to be a part of that.
Right. That's what I was going to say. If you continue to post results, then, you know, these people who've been watching you for months and months and months and see just how far you've come, they realize if I'd have started a month, 2 months, 3 months ago, I could be where she is now. And then maybe that's enough to go, well, today's the day. I'm ready for a change. I want to be like Tori. I want to do this, or I want to be like this person. So.
Yep, exactly. So don't give up. You guys have got this.
I posted in the chat. I know that you guys probably saw it in Pure Synergy. I just know that it gets so full of stuff. I posted what Pam Burrows, I think, started it. She just posted this little thing about the 21-day fix. I'm posting it with my results photos from my last round in September. I suggest doing that. You obviously tweak it to say something like how you would say it, but I mean, that's a really good way to do it. I'm planning on starting on Monday. And I mean, again, you know, just run your group for the whole month and then people can add in whenever they want. It's 21 days. I had something else. Oh, about oversaturation. If you guys do the math, like there's 450,000 coaches, I think, and growing. If you think about it, everybody's gotten off the wait list. And yes, for Summit. And yes, not everybody can go because of time constraints, finances, whatever. So let's just say that like 3 times the amount of people want to go and are growing their business. That's still only 75,000 people when you think about it. 75,000 is still a lot of people, but it's not really almost 500,000. That's less than a fifth of coaches who are coaches are actually coaching. And no offense, I mean, people are always going to drop off. It happens.
Yes.
I've lost so many coaches because it wasn't right for them. They were discount coaches or something happened. So just don't think that there's too many of us out there. Anything? Anybody?
All right, guys. Well, maybe I'm here. Go kick some butt this month.
I love your hair, Tori.
Thanks. It's getting there. We're almost there. It's a work in progress. All right. I will talk to you guys later.
Hey, Crystal, can you talk in a second? After? Okay. I'll send you a Zoom.
Okay, bye.